committee meeting at this time. I will turn it over. And after Mr. Messenger is done. All right, I will turn it over to the Public Safety Chairperson, Mr. Hendricks.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connell. Okay, we have two bills on the agenda for tonight, Bill 57 and Bill 37 and 39. Mr. Hanlon, if you would read Bill 37, please.
Bill 37 amends the general fund budget to provide for a supplemental appropriation of $13,789.79 as a result of a grant from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for the fire department for training equipment to be used at the academy.
Thank you. Chief Laubach?
Yeah, this is a grant.
A little bit?
Yeah, it's a grant that we pretty much have secured for the last at least 4 years now. Every year we get it. And this year we're actually getting items for our fire academy to assist with different aspects of our job. The one will be actually a forcible entry kind of a piece of equipment that our guys can actually practice using different types of forcible entry, because we do that a lot, even you know, just try to get in buildings for fires or assisting PD or health EMS type thing. So it's going to sharpen our skills, and actually by doing it practically, it's going to make our skills better. The other portion of the bill, or actually the grant, will be on for road rescue equipment, which actually will help provide training with our tower over there in case we have any incidents with the amount of buildings that are actually going up in the city that are actually above something that my aerial can hit. We're going to need road rescue type techniques to get like window washers down or that type of thing. So that's what the two big items on that grant are going to be paid for.
Okay, thank you. And do I have any questions from any of my colleagues? Seeing none, any questions from the public? Mr. Hirschman?
Yes. Thank you.
Certainly.
Chief brought up about the aerial equipment, and the buildings are going up in Center City. Do we have enough aerial equipment to fight fires in the city now?
Well, the one that we have now is running pretty heavily, and we've always been working to get the second one back in service.
You can have two.
We're working to get another one back in service.
Okay, so it's winding up. That's the question.
That's a good question. I think one thing too to keep in mind here, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, but a lot of the new construction today is almost fireproof.
Correct. The construction's fireproof, but the materials inside are not. So even though it'll, handle the fire load with sprinklers and things like that, but the smoke is what kills, and that's what still is prevalent. Nobody's coming up with something to get
But in
smoke.
fact, do they even make equipment that would reach someone? I suspect
No,
not.
with the high thing, but there's definitely the amount of calls that we go to in the city is definitely heading towards getting the second aerial back in service.
Okay. And you say that's coming to?
We're working with the city administration to try to get that back in service, to get enough manpower to put that in service.
All right, yeah, keep us advised on that. Thank you.
That prompts a question for me though. How long has it been out of service?
Yeah.
It has been out of service since 2011.
Wow.
What's the problem?
Well, it was a contractual item, so when the contract kind of went for the amount of staffing that we had, the way we had to kind of constrict the department because of the contract award, the area was unfortunately the one that had to go.
So it's not a mechanical issue?
No, not a mechanical issue.
Okay.
No. Staffing issue.
Okay.
Yeah. If you would keep us posted on that, please. Thank you. Okay. Do I have a motion to?
Motion to move favorably.
Second. Okay. All those in favor? Aye. And now Bill 39.
Bill 39 amends the general fund budget to provide for a supplemental appropriation of $62,459, reflecting receiving funds from the Department of Justice grant for the Allentown Police Department of Lehigh County Regional Crime Center to be used for the purchase of a simulator for training dealing with force scenarios.
Thank you, Mr. Hanlon. Chief Morris, good evening.
Good evening. This is our yearly JAG grant that we get. This year we were awarded approximately $62,459. $22,085 of that is going to the county for the RIC Center equipment that they're going to utilize there. And the other $40,374 is going for the Allentown Police Department, is going to be used towards the purchase of a judgment evaluation and force option simulator. Councilman Hendricks, Councilman McLean, you'll remember this as the one screen shoot, don't shoot, that simulator that we had at the Police Academy about 10 years ago. This is a much more technologically advanced and more immersive system. It can go anywhere from 1 screen to 5 screens to fully immerse the officers, so they have to consider not just what's directly in front of them, but on their sides and behind them as well. The system that we're looking at will be a 3-screen system to start, which we will then be able to expand to 5 screens. It'll be housed at the Police Academy. Previously, the simulators were simply shoot, don't shoot, but these are, it's expanded to the point now where we can use various use of force options from, it reacts to simply verbal commands, hands-on force, all the way up to the tasers and firearms portion of it. It's a great opportunity for our officers to receive really good training, especially in light of today's climate where a lot of police interactions and police actions are being questioned.
Great. And my understanding is this is used also to show the civilian class?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for us here. One, it'll be for yearly ongoing training for our police department members, as well as any other county agency that would wish to come and use it. We would also use it for our cadet training, the Act 120 certification that we host at the Allentown Police Academy, and it's a great community relations tool so that we can bring in the civilian police academy community leaders to see what it's like to get out there and make those decisions.
And I know in the past, it really opens people's eyes up to what an officer is facing. It's easy to second guess and criticize an officer's actions out in the street. And then you have an opportunity to use one of this tool and you realize, you put it in a situation to say, oh my God, I didn't realize that this is what happens. Or many times you're put in a situation and you totally don't know what to do. Thank you very much, Chief. Have any questions from my colleagues?
I 3 screens expanding to 5 screens, so it's not just straight in front of you, there'll be scenarios to the side and maybe even behind you?
Correct. The one that we're getting initially is called the theater system, 180 degrees, 3 screens. So yeah, you would have to consider threats coming from the left and the right. And we're hoping in the near future we'd be able to expand it up to 5 screens to give our officers the best training possible.
Okay. I'm just gonna comment on it that I'm fully in favor of it, but I'm gonna abstain from voting because my office is the recipient of part of the grant, so.
I understand.
Just a quick question, sorry for my ignorance. What does the JAG mean? Is that just something grant? Just the assistant grant, okay. If that's,
Anyone else?
those words are better reading, but.
Any questions from the public? Yes, Mr. Hunsick.
Two questions. How long is the training for an officer or whoever goes through this? How long will it take somebody to go through this training?
I'm sorry, that.
Well, this is only part of the training they go through for the.
Yeah, I'm just saying about it. Well, how many hours would an officer sit behind this screen or go through that?
Well, that's something we would already.
Oh, you haven't worked on
That was something that we would put together once we have it and acquired it and look at we have to consider training the trainer because we have to have people that run it. And then we would, work on a schedule to get all of our officers through it. But I can't answer that question at this point.
Okay, I thought
To
maybe
be determined.
the people that sold it would, well, yeah, okay, I got it, right. The other one was, who maintains this, or is that gonna be put in the budget then for next year? What's
It's
the
more or
maintenance of
less
it?
self-maintained, I
If
think
it goes
it's a
down, you have
matter
to have
of.
somebody fix it, right?
It comes under warranty.
Warranty.
However, there's no ongoing maintenance that we would have to pay every year.
And who makes this equipment?
The one that we're looking at this point in time is called Milo, is the company, and it's Milo Range Theater is the actual device that we're looking at getting. You can Google it, there's great videos and articles on it.
Very good.
Thank you, Mr. Hunsicker.
Mr. Hendrick?
Yes.
I don't have a question, but after we vote on Bill 39, I would like to make a comment before the meeting is
Certainly.
adjourned. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from the public? If not, if I could have a motion to move this forward.
Second.
And I'll second that motion. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, this will move forward with the favorable ruling to the full council. And prior to concluding, Ms. Bowden?
Yes, I just would like to say that yesterday, I was part of the National Night Out event. And I just want to congratulate the police department, the chief, and also the fire department. They did such a great job with the community. It was a community engagement. They brought the K9, the fire trucks, and it was so positive. The kids, they had a lot of fun, a lot of youth, a lot of family. It was just such a great event. I wish we can see more events like that, throughout the city. I just want to congratulate you, both for such a great job.
Thank you. I don't want to speak for Chief Wallbach, but I as well thought it was a fantastic event yesterday.
Yes.
The turnout was phenomenal. We had a lot of officers there. The positive interaction was great. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you for those comments, Ms. Bowden. Okay, that'll conclude this committee meeting. We'll be in adjournment.
Thank you, Mr. McLean, Mr. Hendricks. 2 minutes, we will start the city council meeting. We want to start punctually at 7 o'clock, so